You know what? I'm just gonna triple down. Okay? Benchmarks, which the conversation wasn't even about benchmarks to begin with, but fuck it. Everybody wants to talk about benchmarks. Fuck it. I'll just I'll just triple down. Okay? So benchmarks, okay. Let's just go to benchmarks, okay. So people are saying these benchmarks are what for raids, right? Raids and like group content and all that stuff. All right, cool, 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 cool. So how many antiquaries do we have at like 60k DPS? Okay, so like let's say 59. Okay, This is 60k. This is 62k. This is 64k. This is 66k. Cool. Where's amalgam? Amalgam. 53,000. Okay, cool. Remember these numbers, and let's go through the content that the benchmarks are made for. All right, let's see. Amalgam 46k. Antiquary is yeah, there it is. Doing half the DPS advertised. All right, cool. And losing to somebody who's 5 builds under. Like you have 5 different builds for Antiquary, and the highest Antiquary is doing 33.6k, while the highest Amalgam is doing 46k. Okay, okay. But benchmarks are not misleading. All right, let's go next. Okay, let's go next. All right, Spirit Woods. Okay. Ooh, oh, Reaper is doing 42k. Where's the Reaper here? I might just do this. Reaper. Okay, Condition Reaper is 44k. Okay, and then we have Power Reaper is at 42k. Okay, where's an Antiquary? Oh yeah, 66k. Okay, Reaper 42k. Antiquary. Oh yes, Antiquary is at 28.6k. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Benchmarks are not misleading at all. They're so freaking honest. Okay, Garzaval or Garzaval. Okay, so we got Ritualist, we got Amalgam, and oh my god, finally at fourth place we have Antiquary with almost half the DPS advertised. Great. Like tell me when it hits like at least 80% of the benchmark, and it will. There are a few fights that Antiquary works on. Okay, let's see. Sabatha. Okay, Sabatha. Oh, Antiquary. All right, nice. It's in fifth place with 43k DPS. Now again, I'm not saying the DPS is low. I'm saying that the benchmarks are fucking bullshit. Okay, they're like absolutely no representation of anything real. Okay, the benchmarks are made in a very flawed way in this game. Okay, they literally represent nothing. Okay, I want to be the very best, the best there ever was, the best DPS that ever existed in Guild Wars 2. I'm gonna go to Guild Wars 2 benchmarks, okay, and I'm gonna be like, okay, like I'm gonna pick like 3 builds that are the best, okay, because I want to fucking go big dick, okay, and I am. I don't have a lot of resources, but I want to start getting my resources. So I'm going to pick the strongest build in the game. I'm going to hammer it down. I'm going to be so freaking good at it. Okay? I'm going to farm out the gear for it. I'm going to be good at it. And what do I get to show for it? Nowhere near Evoker. Nowhere near Amalgam in most cases, right? Nowhere near Bladesworn. Where is Bladesworn? What? Bladesworn? 39.6? How the fuck am I losing to 39? Well, it must be different. Oh, okay, thank God, man. I thought I was losing my mind. Okay, 37k. Okay, so 47k, right? So I'm like 20k DPS higher on the benchmark, but yet on this boss fight, I am at 1k, almost 2k DPS lower. Oh, the benchmarks are so good. Oh, the benchmarks are so good. All right, we got Sabatha. All right, cool. Let's go to Wing 2. Okay, Sloth. All right, tell me when it gets to like 90%, right? Okay, 32. Okay, so we're 50%. All right, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yes, 8.8 thousand. Again. Oh, but this is not really a boss fight. This is like an ad fight. Okay, cool. Is this group content or not? Oh, okay, cool. All right. Matthias. Okay, let's see Matthias. What happens with Matthias? 41k. Okay, there we're missing like 20k in our DPS. This is, by the way, this is like the best players, the 1% that everyone in my comments are saying the 1% players can easily always reach, or like very often reach, the benchmarks. Okay, all right, next, let's go to wing 3. Okay, let's see what's going on with wing 3. Ooh, yeah, all right. This is like 1000 damage. Okay, well, again, this is not really a boss fight. This is whatever, right? It's just trash running around. Okay, let's look at the construct. Okay, ooh, antiquary. 40,000. Okay, we are still at like, what is this, 66%. We're still only at 66% of the benchmark, of the realistic benchmark that we have in Guild Wars 2. Let's see, Twisted Castle. Okay, that's an ad fight. Like, there's not really not much to watch there. Or Zira. Okay, 24k. Okay. Oh, but it has phases where you have to like go do the jumping puzzle. So it's like you're not really DPSing. So like, you need to understand. Okay, Cairn is probably the first time, right? Cairn, the AFK boss. All right, I got my benchmark. Okay, we got one. Okay, we got one. The first raid boss in Wing 4. You managed to get your benchmark. Congratulations. All right, Mursat. I think that's number 2. Let's see. Mursat, pretty close. Okay, that's within the 90%. I'll give it at that. Okay, yeah. Okay, good, Mursat. All right, Samarog. And we are not even at 50% of the benchmark. All right, cool. Let's see Deimos. Deimos? What's going on, Deimos? Okay. Evoker is almost hitting your benchmark. Antiquary, 66% of the benchmark. Okay, fantastic. Okay, let's go to wing 5. So we got 2 out of 4 wings right now. Okay, all right, we got this one within the 80%. Okay, we still got 3. Okay, we're on wing 5. We got 3 raids so raid bosses where it happens. Okay, we got 3. Broken King. Where's Antiquary here? I don't even see it. Antiquary. Ah, there it is. Not even 50%. Okay. This is Broken King. Okay. Eater of Souls. Yeah. Eater of Souls. 16,000. I'm so glad that I would have chosen Antiquary as my main to fucking destroy everybody on the DPS meters. Oh my god, it would be so good. All right, let's see the eyes. Okay, the eyes. Eyes. Okay, where is Antiquary? Yes. Okay, under 50% of the benchmark. Okay. Doom should be good. Doom, like it's like a boss fight, right? It's like, okay, there we go. We got almost 80%. I'll give it that. Okay, so like we are at 4. This is like 75% of your DPS of your benchmark. I'll give it to you. 4. We have 4 bosses out of 5 wings of raid where you are doing 75% or more of your benchmark. Okay, let's go to wing 6. Okay, I'll go to wing 6. Nice. However, here's something very interesting. How come Amalgam is doing 2x the damage and Bladesworn is doing 2x the damage of their benchmark? Oh, because this fight has a phase where you are doing like 100 or 200% of your damage because you're breaking him with swords. Okay? Should we count this? No, because honestly, like that. Does this make sense? You know what? Fuck it. I'll count it because even though it doesn't make any sense, fuck it. Okay, you have 5 out of 6 wings. Okay, let's see the twins. What's going on with the twins? Twins. Yep. Okay, you are at 50% ish, like slightly more, like 55%. Okay, so you're still at 5. All right. Let's see Kadim. Yes, Kadim, that is a lot of damage. Yes, okay. You are at 13% or 16%, something like that, right? Of your benchmark. Is a great representation. We're still at 5. We're on wing 7. We're at 5 occasions where the antiquary, technically 4, but 5 occasions where antiquary can reach the benchmark. All right, cool. This is the content you guys were saying, right? This is the content that the benchmarks are made for. Group content, 100% boon duration. All right, let's see. Where's antiquary here? Oh, 23k. Okay, under 50%. Wing 7. Great. All right. Wing 7. Cardinal Sabir. Okay, under 50%. Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Kadim the Peerless. All right, we are 66%. Hell yeah. Okay, still doesn't count. Okay, so we're still at 5. All right, let's go to wing 8. Okay, wing 8. Surely the antiquary is gonna be killing it here. All right, still 66%. Okay, wing 8. Second boss. Okay. What is that? I don't know. I'm gonna, what is a 48 over 62? All right, that's over 75%. We got six encounters in 8 wings so far, where you're at 75% of your benchmark. Okay, Ura. Okay, we got 8 out of 8 wings. You have 8 encounters where the benchmark kind of works. And the funniest thing, this is number 1 benchmark. This is number 2 benchmark. Okay, this is number 4, number 5. How many times has the antiquary been at number 1, number 2, number 3? Okay, most of the time it's at like number 5 or under, while it has 4 builds in the top 5. It has 5 builds in the top 7. Okay, so please explain to me how the benchmarks are not fucking bullshit. Okay, well, you're not supposed to reach the benchmark. It is just in the perfect condition. Okay, the perfect condition is supposed to represent something, though. Okay, what is the point of benchmarking, right? I don't know. Somebody gave the example. Okay, well, if you drive a Lambo and it can reach to 400 miles per hour, it doesn't mean you'll reach to 400 miles per hour. Okay, here's the difference. Okay, you are driving a Lambo, you're doing a benchmark with a Lambo, and on a straight road with brand new roads, and the wind is at your back, and like you have fucking boosters, and you're flying forward. Okay, or when you go into a raid, you are actually in a Lamborghini tractor, okay, in the fields, trying to reach 400 miles per hour. That is the difference. This is why the benchmarking are bullshit, because forget that they don't represent reality. They don't represent how the game even works. The benchmarking itself is just flawed. I don't care that there's benchmarking in the game. The original video wasn't even about the benchmarks. Okay, it was about people making guides claiming that something will do a certain amount of damage, and then when you spend your resources to make it because you don't have your legendaries, and again, my content is for people who are somewhat new to the game, who did not farm the legendaries, who probably and ideally came from WoW or Final Fantasy XIV, and I want to bridge that gap for them because this game is so different from those 2 games. Okay, and they understand, okay, this is a benchmark, this is my purpose for DPS, I am expecting to do maybe 90% of that DPS, and then you go into Guild Wars 2 and you see a benchmark of 65,000 and you're like, okay, I'll be killing it on the DPS meters, and then you go and you join this group, magical group content, and you're doing 50% of the advertised damage. That is discouraging. That makes you feel like you suck at this game because they don't have the resources to get to wingmen. They just have Somebody recommended Snowcross. Like, oh, this build does a lot of damage. They have a DPS meter. They go and they check, and it's like, bro, I'm doing 50% damage. This is discouraging. Maybe I'm shitty at the game. Okay? Maybe I just wasted all my resources while all of these people are beating me in the DPS. And by the way, again, Antiquary, top 5, 4 builds in the top 5, and it's almost never in the top 5 in the actual DPS meters. Thank you for the subscribe on YouTube. Anyways, please explain to me how benchmarks in Guild Wars 2 are not fucking bullshit, okay? Do they serve a purpose? Yes, of course they serve a purpose, okay? That's not the point, though. My point is that they're misleading. And that's all they are. Okay? They don't mean jack shit. Honestly, doesn't matter what build you play. If you are able to get 25 to 30k in any group content, you're fucking good. You're good to go. You don't need the fucking benchmarks. They mean absolutely nothing. So either at any point they mean nothing, or they're just misleading regardless. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about here?